You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me.
Afternoon, everyone. Hey, we're back. We had some technical difficulties, and I was trying to get on the other computer, see if we can fix the issue. But let's get started. What is it as a business owner that you want to accomplish this year? If you're thinking about, you're a dreamer and you're like, okay, I would love to have this company, or you're an entrepreneur, or you have been in business for a while. You work for 9 to 5. I call them sidepreneurs, or a hustler, of someone that's doing something on the side for hobbies. But whatever it is, the bottom line is you want to make some money. And that is your North Star to how do you get there to do that. Well, we're going to take you on a tour this year. We're going to be visiting 10 states and 10 cities, and we're going to take you with us. But we also want you to pick your 10 states and 10 cities to do what? Grow and thrive. And we're going to provide you the tools to how to do that. Yes, you can expand into 10 states this year. And tonight is kicking off the first series of getting everything ready. How to launch before you get there. And this series tonight is going to be about branding yourself in each city, and it may be different given the city and the state that you choose to go to. We can no longer stay in one state and think we're going to make all the money. Even as a hobbyist, you want more income because if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing that. Even as a 9 to 5, our sidepreneurs, you have a full-time job you don't want to give up. But how about the ones of us that's struggling, that's really need another market? I'm sharing this with you. If you do the work and you get committed to doing the work, you could grow your company. There's no amount of money that you cannot have in the United States and America. You have to decide on if you're going to put the time and energy into it and what that's going to look like for you. It's going to mean you're giving up some stuff. Yes. It's going to mean that you're going to have to put in some time. Yes. But success doesn't happen overnight. No. But if you are dedicated and committed and make the sacrifice, you will reward your benefit, your reward is so. And so we're going to stretch you this year to go with us in 10 cities, in 10 states. And we want to know the states and cities that you plan on attending to. And we're going to give you your tools before you get there. But you must do them in order to get the results that you would want. Okay. So keep this question at the forefront of your mind today. How much money do you want to make in 2025 that you want to make in 2025? And you should have a budget that's showing you how to do that. Now, you can always reach out to us, and we're more than happy to help you calculate that and give you the formula, show you how to put it together down to what you need to be doing every day to get to that amount. So let's get started with our presentation tonight. Hey, Mark, let's see if I bring up the presentation. All right, there we go. So let's get started. You're ready to go. You want to grow your North Star because that is your guiding principle. The North Star is our symbol this year, 2025, for the Plan to Prosper show and the Sharon Campbell Solution Group. Because the Plan to Prosper podcast is one of our signature programs that's under our company. We're going to take you on a journey tonight. And all you have to do is after we finish by 8, guess what? You take another 15, 20, 30 minutes and really, truly write down the things that you need to do to make it happen. Because you've got to make it happen. It is where you will meet your desires and your wants. No negative thoughts. Don't take anybody around with you on your journey that's going to not uplift you and help you get to where you deserve and where you want to be at. So we're expanding. And so I tell people, when you think about expanding your company, don't be afraid. Walk in faith. See, the reason why we're not where we desire to be is because we don't have the tool, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the things we need to get there. And you got to have the motivation. If you have all of this at your hands and you have no motivation, you're not going to make the money that you want. See, your North Star is your guiding principle to get you there. It's how it leads you where you need to go to find everything that you want, which is your success, which is your wealth, and to live the lifestyle you desire. So let's take this tour. We are in the United States and we have 50 states. Every state have many cities. And you may think, well, I just go where a family member live. That way I can cut down on costs and stay with them. I want to ask you to think outside the box. You may say, well, they can help me get some clients and stuff in there. I'm going to ask you to think way outside the box. I want you to get uncomfortable and go somewhere you don't know anyone. And build that relationship before you get there with other people. So you can't take the easy road to get the money that you want. Okay? So you're going to start with what you know. When you begin to expand your business, you must always think it's already successful. That your products and services are needed where you decided to go. So once you get off the show tonight, I want you to write down your 10 states. And inside each state, pick a city. Because we're going to kick off something in February. We're going to our first state in February. Yes. And I want you to think about the location and how you're going to get there. You're going to have to look at your budget and cut some costs. You don't have to stay at the most expensive hotel, eat at the most expensive place when you go speak. You can make it a one-day trip. So I always encourage people, start with the states that's closest to you so you won't have to spend one night and come back. That's cost effective. But it must be a place in the city that you are willing to build those relationships there. Now, you may not get a client that night, or you may get 6 clients that night. You're going to educate people. And in the process of educating them, they're going to want your service. See, too often we go selling our service to people. They know what you want. You ain't got to sell it. They know it already. I always go to places where I'm educating someone. I ask to speak at different places just to give out information and build relationships. See, relationships builds opportunities that builds money. If you go to these cities and these states looking only for yourself to receive, you're not going to get what you want. Not all that you desire, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to give up. But if you take this model and you work it, and you perfect it, one state after one state after one state, you're going to have a tendency to say, hey, look, I'm in this state. I'm going to go to this city and that city. One state, one city. There's a reason why. And the reason why is we cannot take the easy way out. We must get uncomfortable to make the amount of money. So write your 2 assignment down already. How much money do you want to make this year? That's number 1. And number 2, write the 10 states and the 10 cities, a city in each of the states, that you want to expand your company in. Whether you're a hobbyist and you're like, you know what? I think I do glass cutting. I'm going to go put on a show on glass cutting. You ain't got to charge for that. There's somebody there in our audience going to buy your product. See, you got to get people to know you, to get comfortable with you, to believe in you and your brand before you actually get that sale. So you want to collaborate with the businesses and stuff in the area to let them know, hey, look, I want to come in, I want to do this, and it's my gift to your city. But before you get there, you want to expand your online presence. We got to be more consistent with being online, but you need to know where your audience at. Because if you're online somewhere that people don't show up, nobody's going to know. You know, become part of groups and be a participant of that group and not just say, I signed up, but actually engage to find out how do you become a person in the group that's given. See, the road to success is in your giving because of your receiving come back so much. So 10 states, 10 cities. Know your market. Know your product or service that you're going to be talking about. Don't go in trying to sell your stuff. Go in building relationships so you can, they know already. I'm telling you, they know already. So if you go in, let them approach you. It's the best way to get business. Contact people before you get there. If you belong to a church, ask any of your church members, hey, look, I'm going to this city and this state. Anyone live there? I've never been there. And they may tell you, hey, look, I'm going to let you reach out to our church. Ask them to ask a church you don't even know. I would like to come speak to your small businesses, this, and talk about this. You're going to give information. It's in the giving, and the reward will come back to you. Know your partners before you get there, and you're going to market 30 days prior to going into that city. Okay? So today, tonight is just going to be awesome. Awesome, because I'm going to show you how to get into these cities. Build an online presence first. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to be on social media about sell. Give out information and people will find you valuable. Now, I'm not saying giving out everything so you won't make no money, but give them enough that they want to call you back. Branding is so very important. See, our North Star talk about other people that have found their North Star. So we post about that. We post about life lessons, things that you learn in life that's positive. So there's a way to do your brand because your brand cannot always be about sell. If you're a hardcore to what you're going to say, then you're going to spend too much, be too frustrated when there's a better way to do it. Know your social media. You do not need to be on social media all day long twirling somebody, making their money. You want people to be looking at you and what you have to say. Re-look at your website. Yes, you do. I'm going to raise my hand because that's what we're doing at our company. And we're making edits and updates as we speak now. It's so very important. If you're going to do this in 10 cities and 10 states, make sure that website reflect what you're doing. So that means you don't have time to be strolling on that phone for somebody, watching TV, socializing on the phone. Is any of that helping you get to how much money you want to make? And you can't keep pushing it off and say, well, I catch up next when I catch up. Because guess what? The month is going to run out and you never catch up. We got to be real and authentic with one another. And you got to be real and authentic with yourself. Okay. We are going to learn how to read SEOs and how to make them work for us. This is an educational channel, the Plan to Prosper podcast channel. We may have some guests sometimes, but most of the time it's just going to be me here with my 20 years experience, sharing with you the things to help you grow. And one of them is this. Make sure we hit every 10 states and 10 cities. And I want to hear about these states and cities that you're thinking about going to and why. Now, we have 6 small business branding strategies. If you implement them and follow them through, they're going to get you closer to the amount of money you want to make in 2025. Engage in influencers and partnership opportunities when you go into these 10 cities and 10 states. Know somebody, reach out to them. Build relationships with people before you get there. Call places, find out where they have an Eventbrite at. And do what? Schedule your own Eventbrite into the city. Find a little cafe that they allow you to have some time to talk and invite people. Create your own opportunities in that city. Let people know you're coming. Let the small business center know you're coming. Let some of those organizations, Google organizations, say, hey, look, I'm coming to your city. I'm going to be putting on this. Go to the chamber. Attend the Black Chamber. Find ways to get yourself in front of groups so you can tell them and provide them information, not sell, because you're going to be disappointed when you go out there and try to sell people stuff. Just that's the problem is too many of us out there sell. It's never about how can I help you. See, the sale will come from the giving, for following your North Star, and your brand will show. Focus, and have a visual process of what you need to do. Create videos and content. Now, if you're going to use AI, please ask AI to do it in first person, like this is you talking, and not be using words that does not sound like you, like it sounds like a robot. People know the difference. Yeah. You got to be real with people and authentic. They want to see that. So if you're going to use it, take the time to learn how to use it well. Create a social media presence. You must be on social media every day. On one platform, doing something on 2 or 3 or 4. But understand how to use those platforms. What does it require? What does it look like? That's important. And do that. Just not put something out there just to put. We are intentionally about what I put out there on my social media. We're doing life lessons. We make sure what we write, what we do is going to uplift people. When we think about creating a social media post, it's about being positive. It's about helping people enrich their lives. When we talk about the North Star, we talk about people that have succeeded in what they wanted in life and the tools they use to get there. And you need to create some videos, little small ones, about life lessons, You can talk about techniques that you learn, because I'm not asking you to give away everything. I'm asking you to educate, to open up the doors for you to receive. You must be as human and emotional as possible, because people love the real you. They love to know who you are. And be customer service. Help, help, help. How do I solve your pain? I am the solution to your problem. Now, these are some tips to increase engagement. Because you're like, okay, you asked me to do a lot. I'm telling you, it is not. Once you get your formula down, once you get your groove going, once you get your process, your thought process going, once you know which way you go, I'm saying it will flow. And the reason why is because there are too many softwares out there that you could preset your social media to go out, that you ain't got to, you yourself don't have to put it. Unless you're on TikTok, you want to tell somebody something. Unless you're on Instagram, you want to do it right then. But some things you can preset and to get it done. That's why they make them. Now, free is good, but free is limited. That's why it's free. It is saying, I'm only going to give you a taste of this so you can buy that. And that's what you're doing in your 10 states and 10 cities. You say, I'm going to give you a little taste of who I am because you're going to call me. See, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that I'm telling you that companies have not already done already. Why do you think they say 14 days free? It's to hook you. Because once you do it, it becomes valuable to you. And you don't mind making a $9, $10, $20 a month payment. It's like you paying for Zoom. Now, those of us that don't pay for Zoom to do a little 45 minutes, are you really benefiting your company over $15 or $20 they charge a month? You really think about it. You say, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my sessions off. What is that saying about you as a professional, that you won't sacrifice this small amount to grow to get what you need? So if you want to make $300,000, you can't be down here talking about the Zoom was $25. I don't want to pay it. Or where you can post, well, I'm going to use the free version of like 3 or 4 of them. You're not going to get the information back that you need. And you're going to spend a lot of time trying to hustle the hustle, and you're not benefiting. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Retargeting using customer audience. Explore links. And content driven. How do you make me show up in the wintertime to your meeting? So let me give you a suggestion. If I'm in 10 cities and 10 states, I'm going to have 2 meetings that day. I'm going to have it for the early people. I probably have 3. The early people, the lunch, and the dinner people. I came to do business. I came to make sure I'm available to all my targets at any given time. You pick and choose when you want to show up. I'm going to be there 3 times. 3 different locations, same city. Because I'll make myself available to you because I have something to give you at no cost. It's only my investment in you. And in return, if you see this valuable, you will call me. It's already been proven in the R&D process from company after company. It doesn't matter if you are a coach or you're selling a product. You give people information and they're able to attain it and use it. They'll come back to you because they know you're a subject matter expert in that. And at no time I say give them your whole curriculum, your whole thought process. I said just educate them. That's it. Okay. Tips to create effective, website. Oh my goodness. Have you seen some people's website and you're like, okay, now why they got that flying over there? There's music going over there, and they run a daycare, an after school center, after school, and they've got all this stuff, Christian music, this going on there. And you're like, well, what are they doing? And before I know it, I done passed them. Or get to someone's website and you saying, okay, now, what are they saying? What are they doing? What is going on here? Simplicity and to the point is what people want. What do you have and how's going to stop my pain? Make sure your site can be downloaded on somebody's mobile. Yes, because people power their whole life off their phone. Make it easy to read. If someone got to try to figure out how to spell your company name, that's the issue. That's why you're not getting them business you want. If they are struggling, there's a reason why. Place the correct information so we can find it. Don't let me have to go to try to search it and find it. I will stop and go on somewhere else. Make sure I can navigate that site. I can leave from one page to other page to other page. Declutter your page. You got too much stuff on there that I don't know what you're doing. You're doing too much. You're all over the place. And now I'm finna leave your site. But guess what? You have a good service. And make sure the information is correct. People will check. They will Google you to see if what you're saying is true. We're on our way. I'm so excited. I have some states in mind I'm thinking about. I have some states in mind that's far away also. And I'm trying to say, okay, this is going to be new. 50 states in the United States. Yes, 50 states in the United States. Oh, and I attend. So why would I want to go to a state that I've already been? Probably will, but I'm trying to pick a lot of them that I have never walked in and enjoy them. But if I pick a state, I'm going to go to a city in that state that I've never been to. And I want to enjoy myself. And I want to take the people that's in the city with me on this trip. And I want to encourage them to do what I'm doing. Get out of your comfort zone and go out there. Your clients is waiting on you. You have the solution to someone else's issues in another state, and they are willing to pay. Yeah. Okay. Now, when you think about building SEOs, it's all about the keywords. That's why you have YouTube. Now, I'm not going to say you got to YouTube everything and you got to find everything, make sure it's perfect. It has to fit your personality. I believe in being positive and uplifting through the whole process. So, whatever you're doing, make sure your keywords are saying that. The great thing, you don't have to be perfect. You get the what? Lean in, lean over, lean in to the side. You're going to have to be flexible, but you will not break. And you're not going to go in the hole if you do what you say you're going to do. Now, don't try to live a lifestyle But don't talk yourself out of going. Because we could do that. And then at the end of 6 months, we're like, wow, that ain't made no money. It's hard to catch up when time has passed already because you can't go back and get it. Mm-hmm. Build strategic links. Where are you going to get that information? Making sure that it goes out, that it's reaching more people, and you're able to read and find out. Now, some people say Facebook ads work. Well, guess what? Facebook is getting ready to let everything anybody put out there. Zuckerberg said, hey, look, whatever you want to put out there, go ahead. So knowing that's the stand, that may not be a good place for you to be because people are going to be putting stuff out there that's not for real. And they're not monitoring that. So you got to bring some credibility to yourself. Mm-hmm. So people know the difference between a scam and a good quality service. Produce high quality content. I have the solution to your problem. The content is high quality, but simplicity at the same time. It's going to get you where you want to go. And then how do you optimize that? Over and over. So you got to build a network of people that's going to be with you. It's going to show up on your Facebook. It's going to show up whenever you on your podcast. Going to tell people. Going to post your flyer. It's going to ask you to send them something. You got to have more. It cannot be me, or me, myself, and I. It cannot. You need some other people that's going to promote your services. And in return, you're going to promote theirs. You're going to start telling people, I am going to 10 states and 10 cities this year. And you got to do it because people want to know where you're at and what you're doing. So when you show up in that city, snap, pick your time, post. Post while you're there. Post on your journey going. Talk about your North Star, your guiding principle to where you're going. Providing information across the United States. You have a product and a service, and somebody in Washington State is looking for you, and they're going to buy more products from you than the people in the state that you are in now. If you're in the candle business, people are going to buy candles, and they're not even in the state that you located in. Because you're going to go to a candle workshop. And we're not going to say, well, it costs a lot of money. When you talk negative, you have already taken from what you want to make this year. %20 of your time is going to yield you 80% of your profit. And these 10 states and cities is going to help you get there. Now, how does this flow? Because you're like, okay, you're giving me a lot of information. How do I put it? It's like a roadmap. You're on a trip, you're trying to get there. You have places you're going to go and stop. It's like a puzzle that you sit down and you're trying to put the puzzles together. You may not do it all in one setting. Shoot, you may go to a state and don't get one client, but guess what? You post. You let people know. And someone that's looking at what you're doing and say, let me see if they can come speak. And it's a city that you didn't never think about. And an opportunity that have yielded you more money. See, greed will never pay off in the long run. But steady as she go will get you what you have decided you want in 2025. Following your North Star. And so you want to understand the business that you're in. So often we don't understand what our business is. We are so focused on making money, and we'll start something, stop it, start something, stop it. Or we'll have 5 or 6 different ventures going at one time, and it's not bringing in that much money. You want to identify the problems and the opportunities, and you want to work to improve your customer and your business. Mm-hmm. You want to gather the information. You want to talk to people. Sit down and talk to people. Tell what you're doing. And see, can people get it in 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds? You know, I was talking to one of my mentees. It was like 30 minutes in the conversation before I realized exactly what she did as a company. She told a story and I got it. We was able to pinpoint that is what she needs to be pitching, the story, because all the other stuff was technical stuff that people just couldn't get. Now everybody knew she had a good product, but we was trying to figure out what it is. And she said to me, she said, we can tell when we are pitching the expression on people's face and that people said to us, we know you have something great, but we really can't wrap our head around what it is. So that's when you got to step back and hear that. And so bonuses things you could think about is around preparing. I would say like taking people's suggestion and not because you don't like it, you say, but this is my product, I ain't got. But if someone's suggesting that and they're going to hire you, you got to start thinking about how many other people see it that way. So don't turn down no money because someone's asking you to tweak something. They don't make any sense. So I want you to start thinking about that. Get feedback because you need feedback. Take the positive feedback people are saying. I call it enhancement, enrichment. Don't take stuff personal. I know it's hard, especially when it's your baby. But you got to hear what they're saying because they may be trying to help you grow your company. And all you have to do is listen, not be offended. Listen and don't be offended. Don't lose your cool. Don't say nothing negative at all. Try this year to be as positive as you can. Even in the worst scenario, it may be the best lesson you have learned. Implement. You know why we don't succeed, a lot of us? We'll have it, but we don't implement it. We can get busy, doing nothing but being busy. Well, stop being busy and actually push yourself. Evaluate as much as you can. I will encourage you to evaluate every day at the end of the day. I have a North Star success plan. Now, some people may call it a to-do list, a task list, an activity, but this is my success plan. So when I write all the stuff down that I need to accomplish that day, that is my North Star that's guiding me to the amount of money I have written down, to my North Star board, my guiding principle that I can look at, that I can see what I'm doing. So every afternoon, or evening, or at the end of the night, I can sit and I can reflect, and I can look at what I crossed off, and I can think about what happened, what went wrong, what was I doing, what I need to do better. So if you find yourself like me sometime, when it's time to do the podcast show, I have it in my head what I want the show to look like. I've already done my research and put it in paper. But I get so busy that I forget to go ahead and create the slides. And then I find out on Tuesday, oh my goodness, I forgot the slides. Because I already did the marketing, I already did all of that, and I'm ready to go. And now what I have planned for the North Star Success Plan, now I have something that now got to move to the top. And that's going to take time because I believe in giving quality work. I don't make these slides up by myself. It makes a difference. So I had to think about that and how to produce these slides. Are they meaningful? Are they going? If they are going to encourage you, are they going to give you a lesson that you can take and implement right now? It's not that I think about them. And and we are putting all of this information on our website that we're working on. So our goal is to have that done by this weekend and have both of our presentations up so you can download them and actually use them. But until then, you can just go to the Facebook or YouTube and just watch the video and look at the slides. And like some people do, take the picture. Do whatever you need to do to get the information so you can make the money you want. That's all that matters. Period. Okay. Now I'm going to give you 4 steps to solving your problem as a business. So you can work on them now because it's going to take you 30 days before you launch to go to this first state and first city. Okay. So number 1, define the problem that your company solves, whether it's being in the service industry or the product industry. Now, sometimes we create products and put on our website, but nobody know about it. Now, if you got product on your website and nobody is purchasing them, you need to rethink about why them products on your website. Are they there just to say they're on there? It's like someone said to me, oh, I'm going to start a podcast. Someone told me I should be doing a podcast. I said, well, what are you going to talk about? And they had this look like, that's a good question. Well, how you going to do the podcast? I don't know. So someone said this to you. They don't have a podcast. They can't help you create a podcast. You don't have a business. You start talking to them and you say, look, yes, you can do this, but let's get this done first to see what you say is going to impact people. It makes a difference. So, and then you want to identify the root and cause of the problem. So what is the problem that you're trying to solve in 10 states and 10 cities? Because you think about how many people is in the United States, and then you start thinking about how many people in the world. And you just in your own little state, in your own little city, and you want to know why you're not growing. You don't have enough customers, honey. Some of your customers in other states, other cities, using someone else but they would love to use you. Okay. List all the possible solutions to your problem, all of them. So you could take your own company and say, what is the problem that my company will not grow, or cannot grow, or have not grown? Or what is the problem with me that I will not put in the time and all in order for me to build my company, my brand? Why is it that these people on TikToks are influencers and I'm watching them, but I'm not? Everyone starts at the same place, being born. Now, circumstances will stop us from moving a little bit faster, but you can overcome all of them if you put your mind to it and make a decision to take action tonight, not tomorrow, but tonight, and stick to that. Make a commitment to yourself that I am going to these 10 states and 10 cities, and this is how much money I'm going to make. And every month I must hit this mark. And every day I must reevaluate why I'm not doing. And be honest with yourself. That are you sleeping late? Please don't tell me, oh, they said I got to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep or I can't function. Have you tried to get 7, 6? Because if you get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, take a shower, start exercising, you are fully awoke. It's about changing your mind. That's all it's about. It's about shifting. Why do you think some of these athletes are so good? Because they shift, they condition themselves, they went through what they needed to do. Why do you think business owners, they are more millionaires been born and done every day? It's because they are dedicated. They're moving, they save it, they're doing it. They're not out there spending just to be spending. They have a eager eye on their North Star and they moving it that way. Now, these are your 6 tips for to do digital marketing. See, how it doesn't work for you. All you got to do is just implement it. Okay. You need to what? Identify who's online and where they hang out at. That's the first. You need to create a flexible plan to how to market to them. Ask people. Say, look, I don't know this. Can I ask you a couple questions? This is my service, my product. What do you think? And be okay with what they say. Don't take it personal. Develop a visual marketing skill. It has to be people look at it. Make it top priority for you to have that. Mm-hmm. Engage your audience in content creation. And please, stop letting people say people don't read email. Don't skip the email marketing. If you want to get people attention, send it to them early in the morning, like 6, 5. So you could be the first on the email list. You start at 7, 8. You're moving yourself down. 9, you're really going down because all them other emails coming in. Be first to send out your email. Look here I am. Put it in the body. Don't make it difficult. Come, see, help. I'm coming here to help you. What's the cost? You showing up. What I'm going to leave you? Some opportunities to think different and to help you get your company in order. I'm going to give this presentation on the road. Yes, I am. I want people to get it in these 10 states. that branding is number one. And you need to have a budget to brand yours. And if you do this right, watch all the other millionaires and the products and stuff they put out there. They branded, they did it right. They sold the company, went and they did. They learned the process. Don't be jealous of them. Just do it. Don't be complaining about Meghan and Harry. They are not trying to do a photo op. They bringing awareness to your location. See, we make it negative. If they wasn't there, the news people probably wouldn't be there. So let them come. So the news people to come, so I can tell my story about what's going on there in California. We got to stop with the negative and look at the opportunity. Because if the news people is going to follow them, hear them, listen to them, please let them show up. Because I need some services. We got to stop. I had someone say to me, I don't like Oprah. I said, do you know Oprah? Y'all friends? She did something to you? No, I don't know. Well, I'm giving you this book that she, and it's a great book, and it's going to help you. Her journal is going to change your life. So help me understand, what has she done to you? They could not tell me. Then they came back and said, oh, let me tell you about this book. I even made a copy because I want to go back and check within 3 months or every month where I score. If we don't give people the opportunity to be positive when they're negative, they're going to always be negative. We must turn that around. See, every morning, I'm committed to 3 things. Do something for myself personal in the morning time. That's my spiritual stuff. That's my self-development. I got to do something for me. Number 1, that's me first. Number 2, do something for my company, my business, my career. I got to make sure I check, and it's got to be something powerful. Both of them got to be powerful. And number 3, do something to my living, my home. Make my house a home. Change something around. I love an affirmation. Let me change out some. Let me change out a comforter. Let me put on a different type of air freshener. Let me bring out some different artwork. 3 things. Next, I am committed to being dedicated, committed, and consistent. You must be consistent. You must be committed, and you must be dedicated. I get up and I talk about that to myself. I say it out loud. I make it happen. It gets me going. It gets me high. It gets me the mojo flowing. So when I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready. Let me get the hot water on my face. Let me get my teeth brushed. Let me go hit that button. Give me some hot tea with ginger in it. Let me move these muscles and these bones. Now let me settle down into my little comfort nook where I am educating myself that morning before I go out in the world. Makes a big difference. Come up for playing. Guess what? We're in the top of the hour tonight, a whole hour. I want to thank you for joining the Plan to Prosper show. It is a delight to be part of you tonight and every Tuesday night. Your North Star and my North Star is going to come together in 10 cities and 10 states. You can find us on Facebook at Sharon Campbell Solution Group. You can also Plan to Prosper Show Hard TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire. But I'm going to close tonight with this. I want to thank Mark Lee. He has been with us and our company for a long time, and he has done an exceptional job to help us brand the Plan to Prosper podcast. He has been dedicated to over 30 people to make sure they show up and help us grow across the United States and the global market. That is exceptional. So I want us to take our hat off tonight and thank Mark. And I'm going to ask you next week if you want to get up in touch with Mark and find out how he can get you on part of this show, a podcast show for yourself, to do that. You're only as great as what you invest in yourself. Follow your North Star. 10 states, 10 cities in 2025. Have a very good night, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.